Alright, Shalom. Shalom. Alright. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Akakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to you, Akim, with his pushing the truth in love and sincerity and in charity. Okay, this is the brother Yashawan on the GMS Bombers Camp, Bakaja, with another lesson. Okay, this lesson is entitled, alright, what is adultery? Okay, what is adultery? Alright, now, this title, there are many videos out on it, okay, out there, that you can search, okay. Many Akim in Great Millstone have done videos upon videos on this title, what is adultery? Okay. Now, of course, the Christians, okay, and the Google search engine believe that adultery is a married man, okay, having an affair with another woman, or a married woman having an affair with another man, which in a married woman, okay, when she go and sleep with another man, all right, whether a married man or a man who isn't married, and her husband still alive, yes, that is adultery on her side, on her part, okay. But on the man part, okay, for you women out there, okay, if a man, all right, that is married and take hold of a woman that is not married or that is not promised or engaged to another man, okay, that isn't adultery. Okay, adultery is when a man take another man's wife and sleep with her. That is adultery. Okay, now the Google definition, you could go ahead and Google that for yourself, and they will tell you that adultery is a voluntary interactional sex between a married man or woman and another partner other than their spouse. Okay, they will tell you that. Okay, but the woman, all right, once she is married to an husband, okay, she's supposed to be with her husband for the rest of her life, or until her husband dies. Okay, then she will be free from the law. Okay, but a man, he can take hold of another woman that is not promised to a man or that is not married. Okay, all right. So this is Leviticus chapter 20. Okay, take it up verse 7. Shalom ak yaw bashim yaw shai bahashim kodash barakatah. All right, this is Leviticus 27. It says, sanctify yourselves therefore, and be ye holy, for I am the Lord your God. I am Yahweh your power. Okay, sanctify. Okay, also means to be cleansed. Okay, and ye shall keep my statutes and do them. I am Yahweh which sanctify you. Okay, ye shall keep my statutes and do them, which is my Lord's statutes and commandments, the ways of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. This is what the Lord is saying now. Verse 9. Okay, so look, I can shoot down to verse 10. And the man that committed adultery with another man's wife, you see that? That is adultery. When a man take hold of another man's wife. Now he could have another woman that is not promised to a man, or he could have another woman that is a virgin. There's nothing wrong with that. That isn't adultery. Okay? Let me read this again. Leviticus 20 and 10. And the man that committed adultery with another man's wife, even he that committed adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adulterer and adulteresses should surely be put to death. Okay? Because if a man go and lie with another man's wife, right? That is like likened unto a man sleeping with that man. And we know what Leviticus 20 and 13, verse 13 said. If a man lieth with mankind as he lieth with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death, and their blood shall be upon them. So when a man go and have sex with another man's wife, that is like he having sex with that man. This is why when a man, this is why when you commit adultery, that man's supposed to be put to death, and that woman's supposed to be put to death, to put away evil out of the nation of Israel. Okay? So our people today, they don't see adultery as we see adultery. They don't see adultery as Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai sees. Okay? So when we look at a man committing adultery with his neighbor's wife, or sleeping with another man's wife, we see that as him sleeping with that flicking man. Okay? And that's an abomination. And he's supposed to be put to death. Okay? This is the law. Alright? This is the law. You can't get around that. This is Deuteronomy 22. I can take it at 22. Shalom, Ak, Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, Barakatah. Basic wisdom. And the brother Bashar. Shalom. Okay. Leviticus 22 and verse 22. Okay. If a man be found lying with a woman married to an husband, they shall both of them die. Salah. Then they shall both of them die. Both the man that lie with the woman, and the woman shall die. Salah. Both the man that lie with the woman, and the woman, so shall thou put away evil from Israel. Okay? Both of them shall be put to death. Alright? Because the man, he lied with his neighbor's wife. He lied with his neighbor's wife, right? It's like he lying or having sex with a man. That's how the Most High sees it. Okay? Now, let me just prove that, to show you. Okay, let's go to Leviticus chapter 18. Okay? I will take it at verse 5. He shall therefore keep my statutes and my judgment, which if a man do, he shall live in them. I am Yahweh. None of you shall approach to any that is near of kin to him, to uncover their nakedness. I am Yahweh. The nakedness of thy father, or the nakedness of thy mother, thou shalt not uncover. She is thy mother. Thou shalt not uncover her nakedness. Okay? The nakedness of thy father's wife shall thou not uncover. It is thy father's nakedness. Okay? And it goes on and on and on. Right? Now, check this. We can show down to verse 14. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy father's brother. Thou shalt not approach to his wife. She is thine aunt. Okay? Verse 16. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy brother's wife. It is thy brother's nakedness. You see that? It is thy brother's nakedness. Alright? So when a man go and sleep with another man's wife, okay, you sleeping with that man spiritually. that is his nakedness. Okay, and when you look at another man's wife, if you saw her naked or whatever, and you look at her and you lust after her, okay, you done committed adultery. Okay, so back here in Deuteronomy 22, okay, and 22. All right. If a man be found lying with a woman married to an husband, then they shall both of them die. Both the man that lay with the woman and the woman. So shall thou put away evil from Israel. All right. Basic wisdom, Sirach, Ecclesiasticus 36 and 24. He that getteth a wife begetteth a possession, a help like unto himself, and a pillow of rest. All right. And that's how a woman's supposed to be. Okay. Not looking at another man. Okay. For it's Deuteronomy 22 and 23. If a damsel that is a virgin be betrothed to an husband promised or engaged, and a man find her in the city and lie with her, then he shall bring them both out unto the gate of that city, and he shall stone them with stones that they die. The damsel, because she cried not, being in the city, and the man, because he had humbled his neighbor's wife. So shalt thou put away evil from among you. Okay, so here it is, you have a woman, right? Let's say she went to a different country. Okay, let me don't put it like that. Let's say she went to a different settlement in the country. She's already promised to another man, right? And she have on her engagement ring. Okay, and another man see her. Okay, he see her ring. The ring is basically an indication of her showing her that she's promised to be married to another man. She basically done taken them. Okay, and another man see her, who's an Israelite. Okay, he come on to us, say some smooth words to her. Okay, she being flattered with it. You know, she like that. Knowing she's promised another man, engaged. Okay, she go ready to lie with him. Okay, is committing adultery. Okay, that is evil. That's why the scriptures say, if a damsel that is a virgin be betrothed unto an husband, means be promised. Okay, or engaged, and a man find her in the city and lie with her. He say some smooth words to her, knowing she engaged and promised another man. He ain't checking. This is in the law. Verse 24. Then ye shall bring them both out into the gate of the city, and ye shall stone them with stones that they die. The damsel, because she cried not, being in the city, and the man, because he had humbled his neighbor's wife. So shalt thou put away evil from among you. And think about it, because she cried not, right? Now this man, he could probably saw her and just roll up on her and just take it. And because she didn't holler out or cry out like she being raped, okay? That means she didn't like that. That means she didn't like that man. Okay? Because if she didn't cry out, alright, then that shows that she had some type of feelings for him. Okay? Even as it is today. Alright? Verse 25. But if a man find a betrothed damsel in the field, and the man forced her and lie with her, then the man only that lay with her shall die. Okay? Because if he saw her someplace through an alley or so, and he go and he take that, and she cry out, you know, rape this man, rape me or whatever, okay, then only that man will be put to death. Alright? Verse 26. But unto the damsel thou shalt do nothing. There is in the damsel no sin worthy of death. For as when a man riseth against his neighbor and slay him, even so in this matter. Okay? Verse 27. For he found her in the field, and the betrothed damsel cried. See? And there was none to save her. Okay? Because she was through an alley or whatever, or in a house alone or whatever, and she holler out. Okay? This man raping me, help, help, and stuff like that. But if she didn't holler out and she just like it and enjoying it, then she will be put to death, and will be put to death. Okay, verse 28. If a man find a damsel that is a virgin, which is not betrothed. Okay, now keep in mind now, this man, he could be married already. If you find a virgin, another woman, which is not promised to another man or engaged, and lay hold on her and lie with her, and they be found, check this, then the man that lie with her shall give unto the damsel's father 50 shekels of silver, and she shall be his wife, because he had humbled her. He may not put her away all his days, which is the law. Okay? So, if a man be married, and you see a nice little something that isn't betrothed or promised to another man, and she's a virgin, he could roll up on that. Okay? He could roll up on her. Alright? And she'll become his wife. Though he have another wife, that ain't committing adultery. But notice, it didn't say because he had humbled his neighbor's wife. It didn't say that. It said because he had humbled her. Okay? So now Google and these Christians will say committing adultery is when a married man go and sleep with another woman, whether she married or not. Okay? But a woman, according to the scriptures, okay, she's supposed to be with one man. Because if the woman is the possession of the man. Okay? The woman cannot possess a man, but a man could possess a woman. Okay? The scriptures tell you that. Okay? Alright? So, like I said, sleeping with another man's wife is like you sleeping with that man. Because why? You uncovered his nakedness. And we know what Leviticus 20 and 13 say. If a man also lied with mankind, as he lied with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. Okay? So that goes spiritually and physically. Two men are supposed to lie together. That's the whole point. Okay? And that's where adultery come in. With the men. Okay? Alright? And the woman, if she lie with another man, okay, it's like that man lying with her husband. Same thing. Okay? So now I know this may cause a lot of women, okay, who's watched us on the Great Millstone, okay, caught them of God, okay, but guess what? You'll get it, okay, it's in the law, alright, and the sincere sisters that be watching and learning, okay, alright, I encourage you to continue to stay strong, continue to watch, and take heed to the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Shalom, sis. Yahweh Shem Yahushai Barakatah. Okay? This is Genesis chapter 2. Alright, and verse 23. Okay? It say, and Adam said, let me take it from 21. And Yahweh power caused a deep sleep to fall upon Adam, and he slept. And he took one of his ribs and closed up the flesh instead thereof, and the rib which Yahweh power had taken from man made he a woman, and brought her unto the man. And Adam said, This is now bone of my bones, and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, because she was taken out of man. And when you look up the word woman, simply means servant. Okay? Simply means servant. Alright? Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall be one flesh. Be as one. Okay? So when a man talking about he going to sleep with his neighbor's wife, he going to sleep with flicking that man. Okay, spiritually. Okay? Verse 25. And they were both naked, the man and his wife, and were not ashamed. Okay? Alright? Like I said, Google and Christianity, okay, they're telling you that a man adultery is when a man, okay, go and sleep with another woman, whether she married or whether she's single. Okay, but we read this now in the law. Alright, now let's get the book of Matthew, chapter 5, and verse 27 and 28. Okay. Say, ye have heard that it was said by them of old time, Thou shalt not commit adultery. But I say unto you, that whosoever looketh on a woman to lust after her, had committed adultery with her already in his heart. Okay? Showing you that if a man see his neighbor's wife and she look good, or if he see her naked or whatever, just happen to see her naked, okay, and he lusts after her, okay, he already committed adultery with her in his heart. Okay, he already sleep with that man. Okay, because when you lust, it goes back to your desires. Okay, so when you look at a mother man's wife and you lusted after her, it means you desire to have her. Okay, so if you desire to have her, that means you're ready in your mind, in your thoughts, you already say, but you want that. So you already say in your mind that you want that man, her husband, spiritually. Okay, now think about that. All you are men out in the world who commit adultery. All right. Okay. All right. So when you look after, as the scriptures say, but I say unto you that whosoever looketh on a woman to lust after her, had committed adultery with her already in his heart. Her being already a married woman, or betrothed to another man. Otherwise, how else could you commit adultery? Like I read in the law, in Leviticus and in Deuteronomy 22. How else could you commit adultery? Okay, so that this voice is basically telling you, right, that this woman was either married or she's promised to a man. That's why I say that whosoever look at her look at on a woman to lust after her had committed adultery. Okay, meaning you lusting after another man's wife. Okay, all right. Like I brought out Leviticus 20 and 13 a little earlier. Okay. All right. Now, here's why. Okay. When you go on have sex with another man's wife, it's like you haven't doing it with another man. Okay. All right. So it is an abomination to the Lord, this is why you're supposed to be put to death. Okay, so I give you Leviticus 20, all right, and 13, all right, showing you you're supposed to be put to death. I give you Deuteronomy 22 and verse 22 and 23. All right, showing you you're supposed to be put to death when you lie with another man's wife. Okay, and now we can give you Leviticus 20 and 10 again. And the man that committed adultery with another man's wife, even he that committed adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death. And you know other way you could put that, because they keep saying another man's wife or your neighbor's wife. Okay, all right. Now we can give you at least for two examples where a man can have more than one woman. Okay, and these are spiritual men. We all know Solomon had 1,000 wives. We know that. Okay, 700 wives, which were Israelites, and 300 concubines, which are women of the other nations. Okay, we know that. All right, but why he wasn't being put to death? Why he wasn't being put to death for having 700 wives? Okay, did he commit adultery? King David committed adultery? Abraham, let's look at Abraham. Did Abraham commit adultery when Sarah, his wife, okay, brought a servant to him? Why he was being put to death? Let's look at Jacob, whose name was changed to Israel. The Israelites, the 12 tribes came out of 4 different women. Why he was not put to death? Did he commit adultery? You see? But yeah, it is. They're saying a man cannot have more than one woman and this and that and all that. Okay? This is 2 Chronicles chapter 11 and verse 18. This is Rehoboam now, one of the kings of Israel, King Solomon's son. And Rehoboam took him Mahala, the daughter of Jeremoth, the son of David, to wife, and Abiel, the daughter of Eliab, the son of Jesse, which bare him children, Jehosh, and Shemarai, and Zaham. And after her he took Maachah, the daughter of Absalom, which bare him Abijah, and Attai, and Zizah, and Shelomith. And Rehoboam loved Maachah, the daughter of Absalom, above all his wives. Above all his wives. So that tells you he had way more than one wife. You see, wives. And his concubines. You see that? Women from other nations, or the lesser wives, or the sweethearts. For he took 18 wives and 60 concubines. How much is 60? 60, right? And begat 20 and 8 sons and 60 daughters. Otherwise, he can't have all these children with just one woman. Did he commit adultery? Oh. But check this. Verse 22, and Rehoboam made Abijah, the son of Maachah, the chief, to be ruler among his brethren, for he thought to make him king. And he dealt wisely and dispersed all of his children throughout all the countries of Judah and Benjamin unto every fenced city, and he gave them victuals in abundance. Okay, food and whatever else. Okay, and he desire many wives. Now, when you look at the word many, goes into abundantly. So he desire abundantly of wives. Okay, all right. Now, I mentioned Jacob a little earlier. Okay, let's go to the book of Genesis, chapter 29. Okay, and I can show you where a man. I already show you where a man could have more than one wife. Okay, but I'm gonna show you now that even though could have multiple wives, there's one you could love more than all of the rest. Okay, this is Genesis 29 and 20. Now you could love all of them, but just one you could love above all. Okay, Genesis 29 and 20. And Jacob served 7 years for Rachel, and they seemed unto him but few days, for he loved her. For the love he had to her, right? So 7 years felt like 7 days to him because he loved her so much. That's the one he loved. He didn't love the first one the way he loved her. So that's why the 7 years felt like 7 days. I mean, he gained all out for the one he loved. Okay? The same thing happened today. If a man have more than one woman, obviously he can love one more than the other. Okay? He can love both of them, right? But just one he can love more than the other. I can shoot down to verse 28. And Jacob did so, and fulfilled her week, and he gave him Rachel his daughter to wife also. Now this is Laban now. Okay? And Laban gave to Rachel his daughter Bilhah, his handmaid, to her to be her maid. Okay? Verse 30. And he went in also unto Rachel, and he loved also Rachel more than Leah, and served with him yet 7 other years. So Jacob, our forefather, whose name was changed to Israel, okay, he loved Rachel more than Leah. Okay, he served 7 years for her, basically 14 years, because he served yet another 7 years after he received Rachel. Okay, and add another 7 years on that for Leah. Okay, but the point is, those 7 second set of years he served for Rachel, that felt like couple days to him. Because why? He loved her more than Leah. He loved her so much till that's like nothing for him to do. Okay? Now, did he commit adultery? He didn't commit adultery. He didn't harm his neighbor's wife. Because as far as we know, Laban, okay, he gave his first daughter, okay, to Jacob. She wasn't married. She was still a virgin. Okay. So Jacob worked 7 years. He get her, but then he was tricked. Then he worked another 7 years, which felt like 7 days, for the one he loved. And she was a virgin. Okay? And he get her. Did he commit adultery? You see? Alright? Now, let me show you, going back to verse 21. 20, take it 20 again. And Jacob served 7 years for Rachel, and they seemed unto him but few days, for the love he had to her. And Jacob said unto Laban, Give me my wife, for my days are fulfilled, that I may go in unto her, that I may go and rod that out. That's what Jacob is saying. That I may go and smash that, I may go and hit that, I may go and make love to that, however he do it. He said, Give me my wife. That's what he said. I didn't wait 7 years. You know? Alright? You can imagine a man, all on his mind is that. So that felt like a couple of days to him. Okay? Verse 22, and Laban gathered in unto her. You see that? So he went, he lay with Leah first. Okay? He smashed that. She became his wife. Otherwise, how else a woman become a man's wife? By him having sex with her. Okay? And Laban gave unto his daughter Leah Zilpah, his handmaid, for his maid for an handmaid. And guess what? Jacob smashed Zilpah and he smashed Bilhah. So he had Leah, Zilpah, Rachel, and Bilhah. Did he commit adultery? Ask the Christians that. If he committed adultery. Because they say as far as they're concerned, if a man live with another man's wife, a man live with another woman while he's married, he committed adultery. But see, that woman, she has to be single, not promised to a man, and she could be a virgin. Okay? To avoid committing adultery. Okay? So, but you all get the point. Alright? So, yeah, man. So, with that, I hope you was edified. Okay, with this lesson, through the power and spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Okay? To your few sisters that be watching and learning. Okay? To the Akim. Alright? Stay strong. Alright, be soon out here. Okay? The queen is dead. And we all know how that go. Alright, so with that, I would like to give all praises to Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, Hashem Akakodah, Shalom, and the Bab.